think it's a great match for both guys, for their legacies and also for the sport. These are the kind of fights that we need to see Terence Crawford in, because he doesn't have that list of super opponents that you would expect from someone who is a pound for pound guy. And I think that's the only thing holding him back, because his skill set is what he does to guys in front of him is pound for pound. But you need to have a proper dance partner in order to go down in history.
I think Porter's a very good fighter. I just think Crawford, again, he's just got that extra bit about him. He's a special talent. I see Crawford coming away with a win.
Yeah, Terence Crawford wins that. Shawn Porter gives him a great fight, and I think it'd be brilliant. It'd be great to watch, great spectacle. Terence Crawford's too good.
It's a great fight. I know Shawn, and I've trained with him. I've trained alongside him. He was in Floyd's gym a couple of months back when we were training. He looks in good shape, and yeah, that's a hell of a fight. It's a tough fight. Terence Crawford is a bad boy. But that's definitely a fight I'll be tuning in to watch.
I'm a Crawford guy, so I'm automatically biased. That's my guy. I'm sure you see me go back and forth with these guys trying to not put him top 3 pound for pound, trying to drop him to 4th. Come on, man. But listen, Porter's a very good fighter, dangerous fighter. Give anyone work. Like you saw what he done with Spence. He pushes everyone to their limit. Crazy engine, crazy work rate. Puts his shots together well, and he's not laying down for anybody. So it'll be a tough fight. It'll be a tough fight, but I think Crawford wins. I think Crawford's just that little bit more smarter. He is physically strong. He's a better fighter. He can go both ways. He can do more. But I'm looking forward to that. So I'm looking forward to a special performance by Crawford, if I'm being honest.
I think that's going to be an amazing fight. Shawn Porter gives it. Everyone fits. It was all Errol Spence could do to beat him. He did beat him, and it was a great performance, but it was a great fight. Porter played his part in that. But I think Crawford's special. I think Crawford could stop him later on.
Very, very good fight. I think Shawn Porter is a pressure fighter, strong, but I think Terence have a different game.
I see Crawford winning. It might take a couple of rounds for the fight to settle, especially Porter can be, he punches from his ankles at times, he loses his footing, but he's such a powerhouse fighter that it might take a little while to settle and find the range for each fighter. But I think Crawford is a class act, just a genuine class act. I remember seeing him fight over in the UK against Ricky Burns at lightweight. It's phenomenal that he's gone up to welterweight and he's competing with the likes of Shawn Porter, and he's probably he is the best, if not, the argument's there for him and Spence, but the best for a lot of people, best welterweight in the world. And I say Porter. I sparred Porter as an amateur in Texas, going back 15, probably close to 20 years ago. Do you know what I mean? He was in the Junior Olympics in Texas. I was a middleweight. He was like a light middleweight, and he was a handful back then as well. And I tried to put him in his place. I didn't have a lot of skill then, just a lot of brute force. I tried to bash him into his box, but he wasn't having any of it, and he was swinging back at me.
Porter's the kind of guy that will give you kittens. He's a nightmare. He's unorthodox. His style has no rhythm, but his style is effective. It's strong. It's aggressive, and so therefore, if you can't handle that, you're going to get dealt with. You've got to understand what's in front of you. That's an intriguing fight. It's a testing fight, and Porter's that guy that will test you. If you can't do it, you're going to be found wanting. You're going to get exposed. So it'll be an interesting one to see.
Absolutely, it's a massive fight. I've seen both guys fight before. I've seen them both in person, and Terence Crawford's on another level. But again, Shawn Porter is not someone that anybody can overlook. He's an animal. So, and him on his night, he can beat any of these welterweights on his night. You saw that with the fight he gave Errol Spence. He came for that fight, and he got clipped. But again, he's a fighter. On his night, he can give anyone problems. And if the fighter if Terence Crawford ain't on his game, Shawn Porter beat him.
I'm a big fan of both, but I'm a massive fan of Crawford, and I've been for years. And I'm gonna back Crawford.
I think Crawford wins. I think he's class, but Shawn Porter is the dog, man. Shawn Porter is a dog. If you get in a fight with Shawn Porter, you know you're in a fight. He brings it 100% heart, will, toughness, and I think Crawford wins a fight, but he'll know he's